What's up guys, my name is Zach, and today we're just going to chill out. We're going to talk iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, some of the rumors, and kind of what I'm looking forward to in these rumors that I really hope come true. So yeah, let's just dive straight into it, because we're going to keep this short and sweet. So, obviously a new design, which I mean, we've been on the same design of the iPhone for way too long, so we might as well get a new design, right? So I'm going to put the screen capture here, and you can follow along. I'm just going over the rumors that the Apple Hub on X, so I'll leave a link to this thread down in the description below. So as you can see here, we've got a new design. It is a new camera hump that we will talk about later in this video, and we have a what looks like the Apple logo is in a weird, like, frosted area. So what that's supposed to be is glass, so that the MagSafe charging can still work. And then you have a full aluminum body. Yes, we're getting rid of titanium, and we're switching over to aluminum. Aluminum is better for cooling the device, like transferring the heat away from the chips and stuff. So this could be a performance tactic. It should also be light, but it's not going to be as durable as titanium. So, I mean, if you're worried about the phone bending, don't. It's been a while since we've had bending iPhones, but the phone will be thicker this year, and we'll talk about some reasons for that later. But as you can see here, we have a new camera hump. On the right bottom, you have your LiDAR, and then you're going to have your microphone, and then your flash. And then you're going to have three cameras. These are the same three cameras as always, but they are getting, some of them are definitely getting an upgrade. So let's go down. As you can see here, again, aluminum body, so it seemingly the whole thing will be milled out of one thing of aluminum, and then you have the glass panel. Again, that will be for wireless charging. I'm not going to talk about any of the color rumors because half the time they're wrong anyways. The A19 processor, obviously Apple has been continuously upgrading their processors, and this will just be the next version of that. We will get 12 gigs of RAM supposedly. In fact, I'm sure, yeah, it says it right here. And that will help with Apple Intelligence, and that will also help with gaming. You had games like Hitman just drop on iOS, and it kind of looks fantastic. I'll leave some links to the performance below if I find the YouTube videos I was watching yesterday. Great channels. Go support those guys for constantly diving into the gaming performance of these devices. That's a lot of devices to buy and compete against, but it was nearly a solid 30 FPS in my opinion, and I would hope this A19 processor does just build on that. So 12 gigs of RAM, a 24 megapixel. It has been forever since we've gotten a front camera upgrade. This will be a 24 megapixel. I don't know if Apple is planning the bending down to 9 megapixels, or not 9, 12 megapixels that they do in some of the other phones, or like they have done in the past. I would assume we'll get some sort of bending for better light and whatnot. But moving on to the back cameras, we will finally have a full array of 48 megapixel cameras. As you know, the last phone, we had a 12 megapixel telephoto. I love the 5X lens. It is my favorite lens. I go to a lot of concerts. So having a better telephoto lens is really good. My concern is lighting. Obviously, every time we move up in megapixels, the first couple of generations, it really does seem like we fight the low light issue, and then it just gets better as Apple and the software team hone in on how to make the pipeline better for HDR and getting those low light situations. What I am interested in knowing is, do we fix the camera flare issues where you have these halos or these bulbs or ghosting of lighting at night? And that's been an issue on iPhone for quite some time. And it's funny because the other camera manufacturers don't really have this big of a problem. So it's seemingly just an iPhone problem, and it was supposed to get better this generation, and it didn't, in my opinion, maybe slightly. Ignore my refrigerator if you hear that. But I'll be interested in knowing. But a 48 megapixel, so what I'm going to go ahead, it doesn't look like it's talking about it here. At least one of the rumors for the Pro Max is we are going to get a camera lens for the telephoto, and that's why you have that big bump that is natively 5x, right? So optically 5x, as this will be on the Pro and Pro Max. But the new part of the Pro is getting the there's a camera system that Sony has made in the past in past phones that I know of. But yeah, the 48 megapixel, the telephoto lens can use magnets to move forward and backwards, closer to the sensor and further away. And this will give you 5x zoom to 8x zoom optically. So then you can start at 8x, then you have a 48 megapixel, and then you can do all the magic that Apple does and get that further zoom. So you can then go to maybe down to 28 or 12 megapixels and get even further in at native 12 megapixels, and then so on and so forth. And then I'll be also interested on how good in like a dark situations, like a dark concert, that 8x or further will be. Dual video recording, not really sure who's asking for this, but if you are, here it is. I'm not, but hey, it's not for me. Wi-Fi 7, so if this is based off of Apple's own internal modems and whatnot, we should be experiencing maybe some better battery life, more energy efficient Wi-Fi 7 chips. Larger battery, the rumor is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery for the Pro Max at least. I'm not sure for the regular Pro. If you've seen or heard, drop it in the comments below. A vapor chamber. Now this one has been rumored for years. And I really think if they're going all out, this is the year that they should do it. You'll have the aluminum chassis and a vapor chamber. So the vapor chamber will just draw heat as one side of it heats up. It turns into a gas, and then it cools, turns into liquid, and you just have that cycle. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. So my biggest thing is I want the telephoto lens. That's kind of what I want. Yeah, it's really good. I have high hopes, but also it's a first generation of them using it, so it'll be interesting. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you like, what you're looking forward to, and I'll see you in the next one.